Hey, one Magic Wolf here, and I've decided to put together a little quick video, I guess, kind of just basically voice recording sort of video to give you guys a bit of update about what's been going on. Since at this point, I've realized I've been silent for almost a month at this point. Like last time I checked, I hadn't uploaded in 3 weeks, and by now I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like 4 weeks, which I think can pretty much be considered a month, I guess, at this point. I've been super quiet, and that's sort of for good reason. Just because I've been trying to focus more on other projects rather than these videos. Because, like, yeah, I enjoy these videos and all, and they're great and everything, and they're fun, but there are two things that get in the way. One of it is just the fact that I have to constantly keep coming back to make more videos all over and over again in a certain period of time. That gets time consuming. It really puts a damper on my schedule, especially if I'm trying to like work or finish up projects or work on commissions or things like that. I need to be able to do stuff like that, be able to focus on other things other than videos. And videos obviously take up a lot of time because even though it might not seem like it, making these ranking videos takes up a lot of time, and they're not necessarily hard to make, but they're very time consuming. It gets kind of like repetitive after a while, especially since it's basically a formula of basically picking a song, putting in a spot on the list from worst to greatest, then just be describing what you like about it, what you dislike about it, and just going from there. It becomes very formulaic. It just gets like repetitive. It's not as interesting as it used to be anymore to me personally. I mean, I still like them. I still like making them and all. I love talking about music, but there comes a certain point where it just gets kind of old to a certain extent. And the second reason, as I mentioned before, is that the commission part, obviously, like videos are very time consuming, and you have to keep up with them a lot in order to like keep your audience active with your videos. For me, that doesn't work when you're trying to work on other projects like artwork or story writing. It forces you to take time out of your day and keep you doing stuff that's a little bit more productive in comparison, and doing something that's basically just a hobby for fun, basically. And like I said, I still enjoy making these videos, but it's just not as interesting to me as it used to be because, again, it's taking up a lot of time, and I don't exactly have the most time in the world to be able to dedicate my time into editing these videos. And because of that, ranking videos are probably going to start coming a bit slower than usual. What I'm basically doing at this point is I'm not going to rank every single EP or album that comes out, because if I usually do that, then that gets repetitive, and I'm basically discussing about EPs that don't really have that much significance to me, whether from a critical standpoint or even just EPs that I generally don't like and just don't feel like talking about. So what I'm basically going to do at this point is I'm only going to just rank EPs if I feel I have something to if I feel I have something to say about it, or if it's something I feel would be interesting enough to talk about. Like, for example, with the new Have the Orange EP that recently came out, I just didn't really find that interesting of an EP. Not only were most of the tracks we've heard already released in singles, but also the fact that it's just, I don't know, there's not that much interesting, unique personality or flavor to it. No pun intended. It's oranges, haha, very funny, but it doesn't stick out to me. Isn't that memorable. It doesn't really like catch my interest, and thus doesn't really leave me much to talk about it. I don't really have much to say about the EP, so why talk about something I don't even have much to say about? So at this point, anytime I talk about a particular EP or album that comes out on Monster Cat, it's gonna be one that I actually feel like talking about, one that catches my interest. I actually have stuff to say about it, rather than just coming out with just ranking the latest EP because it came out. I need to stay relevant, because like this YouTube thing isn't a career for me. It's obviously very much a hobby. So there's no reason for me to try to like stay relevant, keep up with things, and I'm just making these videos just for the sake of it, be able to talk about music and just have fun with it, build a little bit of community along the way. But as I said, like, it's kind of old after a while, and I don't have that much time to dedicate to videos, especially if it's like a full EP or album. Album, like for example, the Kill Paris album that came out about a few months back, I think. I think Monster Cat's biggest LP release so far. and as such, I can't exactly rank that because then it would just end up being like a 20 to 25 minute video or something like that. Which, well, maybe that's a bit of extent. Probably just like be 10 at the most. But I don't have the time to just dedicate to a huge EP, especially when there are other EPs and albums that have come out around that time that I would otherwise need to get to, and that big cluster of EPs has really kind of like burned me out at this point because there's just so much of it to cover. It's like, how can I do it when I have other things scanned away, other things that I need to actually put in my time and commit to, whether they're just doing something that's not leading up to anything. I mean, heck, I wouldn't even be surprised if I stopped ranking altogether and got bored of it at some point. It's just, I feel like it's getting to that point where I might lose interest in it. It's just, again, it's formulaic, it's time consuming, and I can't be spending every hour of my day just working on videos. I'm pretty sure that sounds obvious, so you obviously know that, but unfortunately, I just can't really just keep making videos constantly over and over again because it just gets tiresome. It's not that interesting to me as it used to be, where like you can just basically talk about a song and share your thoughts. But nowadays it just feels like trying to keep up with it and be able to like share your thoughts on the latest songs out there because it's the latest thing that's come out. I just don't like treating YouTube like a competition or a relevancy contest or whatever you want to consider it. I think YouTube should just be a website about fun, making content to share with communities and stuff like that. The end. I just don't like this whole corporate route that YouTube tends to go to, but that's another story for another day. But however, I should mention this doesn't mean that my YouTube channel will come to an end anytime soon, at least I hope it doesn't. Because basically what I'm planning to do is use this channel to promote my stories and artwork stuff I've been working on over on FA. Obviously, I'm still kind of a work in progress in my story so far, but I'm basically at the phase where I'm still trying to put the world together. Like, I know the world building can be a bit of a struggle for writers because you have to keep building onto it instead of just like just do that, call it a day. It's not that simple. You're just very tempted to keep adding more and more to it and try to like think of ways how it could play into your story. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna link not only my Fur Affinity page, but I'm also gonna link to my page of my World Spectrus on a website called World Anvil. If you don't know what World Anvil is, it's basically a website where you can just It's basically like a website where you can like keep information about your own personalized fictional world, like worlds you create for your role-playing games or artwork or even writing. Anything you need, or if you just want to build a world for the fun of it, you could just do that too. So I'll basically just be doing that, so you can keep track of my my progress, things like that. I want to eventually put this together into a story or a comic book or whatever I decide to do with it. And kind of just go from there, make artwork based off of it, sell books if I can, just things like that. Anything I can put together to like get myself out there and actually like make a living with what I want to do. I'll be trying to work my way up to that. So hopefully all goes well with that. I obviously know there's not going to be any guarantees, especially right now since I'm kind of looking for another job. I had to quit my previous job because bad workmanship. But hopefully I can get back on my feet at some point, and I'll basically be uploading videos kind of like give you sneak peeks into my projects. Like maybe same as I've been wanting to do for a while is character spotlights, where basically I just like discuss information about my certain characters while I draw like a portrait of them, whether it be like doing an activity or just a basic post or something showing off their personality, whatever. It's just a simple speed paint of that while I discuss the character in question and kind of design process of his character design, information, fun facts, inspirations, that kind of stuff. Anything I think is noteworthy for the character, I'll mention in those videos. So I hope to do that at some point. I'm not sure when I'll get around to it because, as I said before, video making can get very time consuming. But hopefully I'll do it at some point when I have a little bit of downtime. As of the time I'm recording this, I have to finish up a YCH over on Fur Affinity because I had an auction going on over there, and right now I need to get started on that. Anyways, it sounds like someone's like doing some work up on the roof right now, so I should probably wrap this up real quick. So rankings will still be coming out from time to time. I'm just not sure when or how often anymore. I do plan to make alternative series for that to keep things interesting, as well as be able to put more time and thought into my other projects that I actually want to make a living off of. So hopefully that kind of gives you insight about what's going on, why I've been so absent lately. And that's, I think, all I have to say. I know this video's been kind of unscripted, but I feel that it would have been for the best, so I could get out my thoughts more naturally and cover more detail that I think is necessary. So yeah, with that, I think I better go. Thanks for listening, guys, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.